Formatting toolbar and drawing toolbar. Now we will move towards standard toolbar. Have a look on each and every button which is mentioned on standard toolbar. So we will just start with how to save the file. After typing your text, now if you want to store your file inside a hard disk, then just move your mouse cursor to save button. Fine. You will get a save as dialog box in front of you. You can directly specify the file name by which name you want to save a file, but you can save the files in particular folder on a particular drive. So to select a drive, just click here. Suppose E drive we are selecting. Drives are nothing but an identification of a hard disk, means on which partition you are saving your file. So just select a drive first. Some folders are there already. You can save the file in any of the folder, but you want to create your own folder, so just move the mouse to create new folder. Fine. Suppose a document is related to purchase department, so you can create a folder by name purchase, and a file name depends upon the text. So we have just typed the information related to quotation, so just give a file name quotation. After creating a folder and specifying a file name, just click on save button. A file has been saved by quotation name, but inside a purchase folder. So next time onwards, you have to remember a folder name. Next, how to create a new blank file. So just move your mouse cursor to new blank document button. Click here. See, a blank file will be in front of you. Just have a new text here. Now to save, once again move the mouse cursor to save button. File name depends. If you are creating a resume, just give a file name resume. This file is also saved inside purchase folder. Click on save button. Now to open the previous file, move to open. Click. See, file names are in front of you. Just select a file name, suppose quotation. Click on open. So we have completed the basic how to create a new file, open the existing file and save the file. Now how to check the spellings which are wrong. See, as we were typing, the words which are wrong is highlighted by red waves. So to correct these words, just move to ABC button, spelling and grammar. See, a spelling and grammar dictionary will be in front of you. The manager word is wrong. It is saying the correct words are displayed under suggestion box. So you can easily select any of the words from here. See, manager first word is correct. Select it and click on change. Automatically that word will be checked and the cursor, black highlighted cursor, will be moved to next spelling. So Videocon, it is correct. So just press ignore once to move to another word. See, international spelling, it is wrong. So select a proper word from a suggestion and once again click on change. So in this way you can just change your words by checking as per the dictionary list. See, ignore once, fine. Reference number, it is correct, ignore. At last you will get a message, the spelling and grammar check is complete. Fine, okay. Before printing, if you want to see the preview of a text, so just move to print preview button. Click the mouse button. You will get a preview in a miniature form so that you can easily have an idea to set the margins. All four sides margins, top, left, right and bottom. Next, to move the text from one place to another place, we can use the cut and paste facility. Suppose this quotation word you require after reference number. So instead of typing again, just select that text, move the mouse cursor to cut button. See, as you press, that word will be removed from that position. Now where you require, just click have a place selection and after that click on paste. It is compulsory to press paste after pressing on cut and copy. As we press on cut and copy, the text is stored inside clipboard. To take it from that position, we have to click a paste button. Now to make a duplicate of a text, suppose reference number date. So just move on copy, have a place selection and once again click on paste. So to make a duplicate, we can use a copy and paste button. And to move the text from one place to another place, use cut and paste. Next, suppose you have applied some settings to quotation word, size is increased, bold, italic, underline, center and color. Now same settings to be applied on Aurangabad text. So instead of pressing each and every button again and again, you can just copy the styles of this text to Aurangabad. Select the text, move to Format Painter button and just move this brush on a particular text. See, same settings will be applied to that text. Text will be different, only styles will be copied with the help of Format Painter button. Now, suppose by mistake while selection some words or lines has been changed within your document. So to keep the text as it is in a previous style, you just press undo button. To call the last action again, we will always use a undo button. Click here. See, the text will be in a previous format. Undo can be used in different ways. Suppose if you delete the text, now once again you require it, so just press on undo button. Now if you increase the size of a text with the help of font size button, now you think the previous size you want, so click on undo. To repeat the last action again, just click on redo button. See, to call the last action, undo, and to repeat it, redo. Fine. The next button is hyperlink. Hyperlink is used to connect with another file as we click on a particular text. So if you press on Aurangabad, the next file should be opened. It may be a Word file, a Excel or any other package file. So just select the text, move the mouse cursor to hyperlink. Fine. So to which file you want to connect it, just select that particular file. See, we are working at present in quotation file. So we will just select a resume file. Fine, press OK. Now if you move the mouse cursor to Aurangabad, you will get a tooltip. Press Ctrl, click to follow link. So just hold a Ctrl key from a keyboard. You will notice that a hand sign is there on that particular word. Now if you click your mouse button on that text, it will jump to resume file. See, a resume file is opened in front of you. So to make a link between a file, we can use a hyperlink facility. To once again move to our quotation file, you can just move by window menu and click on the file name. Fine. Hope you understood the concept of hyperlink. You can create your index file through hyperlink. Next, how to insert a table from a standard menu. See here, insert table. You will get a box in front of you. Select a column and row. See, 4 columns we are selecting and 3 rows. If you click on this box, automatically it will create a table of 4 columns and 3 rows. Maximum columns are 5 columns, but if you click on the last column, the mouse button, and hold it, move to right side, you will get more than 5 columns. If you move downside also, so in this way you can create your table in number of columns and rows. See, rows can be increased with the help of tab key. If you press the tab key at last column, you will get a new row after that. So to move between columns, after typing, press tab or use the arrow cursor keys up, down, right and left to move between the columns and rows. To apply a color or different line style to an existing table, you can just move to tables and borders. Click here, select a line style and a color, border color, and move this pen on a particular line. See, you can easily change the line style and colors with the help of tables and borders button after inserting a table, or you can create a new table also. In this way you can create your own columns and rows with the help of tables and borders. To insert the information of Excel sheet in an existing Word file, just move to Insert Microsoft Excel Worksheet. Click here, select the column and rows as Excel totally depend upon rows and columns. A Excel package will be opened temporarily in front of you. You can create your own Excel information. After completing, just click the mouse right side. See, a Excel sheet information is placed under Word file. The next button is Insert Columns. Whenever we press on a new blank document, you can notice here a complete single column document is placed. But to divide this column, just move to Insert Columns button. Select the number of columns. See here, sections has been applied to this file. If you type, the first column will be filled with an information. Now to move to next column, just move to Insert menu, click on Break, select column break, press OK. See, a cursor is moved to second column. Once again, to move to a third column, insert break, column break, OK. A third column can be filled with information. For the first time, we have to press on insert break. From next time onwards, you can directly click your mouse and start the typing. So, it is generally used in newspaper and magazines to type your information in number of columns. So instead of making the settings through keyboard enter key, you can easily divide your page into number of columns with the help of this button. The next is drawing button. If you press on drawing button, the drawing toolbar is deactivated. If you once again click on drawing toolbar, it will be in front of you. So activate and deactivate can be made through drawing button. The next is document map. To once again divide this page into a single column, we will just change it. See, select, you will get a single column page. Now suppose if you have a text in different paragraphs, suppose first introduction paragraph, next is history, summary, now as per the paragraph headings you want to create your own index. So instead of typing, just click on document map. See, it will automatically create an index for you. Now to move between paragraphs, just click on paragraph heading, suppose summary. See, that paragraph will be in front of you. The next is history, introduction. See, cursor position is moved to that particular heading. So this is created by pressing on document map. If you once again click on this button, that index pane will be deactivated. Next, to place a mark on a document where we have used a space or a tab key and how many enter keys we have used in between a paragraph. So to highlight these blank lines with a particular mark, just move to show hide button. See, here we have used a tab key, enter key sign, dot means a single space has been pressed. So these marks can be applied with the help of show hide button. If you once again press, it will hide it. Next, for reading purpose, if you want to increase the size of this text, just move to zoom button and have a zoom percent. By default zoom percent is 100%. This zoom percent size will not be applied on a printer. It is just for a reading purpose.